I live in a pretty standard apartment complex here in Tacoma, Washington. It's quiet, mostly keeps to itself, which is just how I like it. The unit next to mine, apartment 3B, has been vacant for a full year. The woman who lived there, a sweet old lady named Mrs. Gable, moved into a nursing home last spring. Since then, it's just been an empty, silent space. Or so I thought. It started about a week ago. I was up late, around 2 a.m., just scrolling on my phone when I heard it. A sound, faint but unmistakable, coming through the shared wall of my bedroom. It was crying. Not loud, hysterical sobs, but this soft, slow, utterly exhausted sound. The kind of crying that sounds like it's been going on for hours, maybe even days. It was deeply unsettling. Who could be in an empty apartment? My first thought was maybe a squatter or a teenager who broke in. I got up, my heart starting to thump against my ribs, and walked over to the wall. I put my ear against the cool, dry wall. The crying was clearer now, a woman's voice just whimpering sadly. A wave of concern washed over the fear. What if someone was in trouble? I walked to my front door, stepped into the hallway, and went to the door of 3B. I knocked my knuckles, making a hollow sound. "Hello, is everything okay in there?" I called out. Immediately, silence. The crying just stopped. I waited for a full minute, listening, but there was nothing, not a peep. I tried the doorknob, but it was locked tight. Feeling a bit foolish, but still creeped out, I went back to my apartment and eventually fell into a restless sleep. The next night, it happened again. Same time, 2 a.m., only this time the crying was different. It was louder, closer. It sounded like the person was right on the other side of the wall, their back pressed against it, their sobs vibrating right through into my room. The sound was so full of despair, it made the hair on my arms stand up. I didn't move this time. I was too scared. I just lay in my bed, frozen, listening to this spectral, heartbreaking sound from a place that was supposed to be empty. This went on for 3 more nights. Every night, the crying got a little louder, a little closer, a little more desperate. I started losing sleep. I was exhausted, on edge, jumping at every little creak in the building. I considered calling the landlord or even the police. But what would I say? I think I hear a ghost in the empty apartment next door. They'd think I was crazy. I tried to convince myself it was just the pipes, or the wind, or my imagination running wild from lack of sleep. Last night was the worst. The crying started as usual, but it was raw, almost frantic, and it was moving. I could hear it travel along the wall from the corner of my bedroom towards the spot right behind my headboard. I was sitting up in bed, sheets pulled to my chin, staring at the wall. The sobbing was so close now, it felt like it was inside my head. Then it stopped. The sudden, absolute silence was almost as terrifying as the noise. I held my breath, listening, my ears ringing, and that's when I heard it. A new sound, a whisper. It was dry and raspy, and it didn't come from the wall itself. It slithered out of the electrical outlet right next to my bed. A single, chilling sentence that turned my blood to ice. It said, "You hear me now too, but I haven't slept. I've had every light in my apartment on since it happened. I don't know what to do. I don't know what that thing is, or what it wants. All I know is that the silence now feels heavier, more watchful than ever before, and I'm terrified for the sun to go down. What happens when it gets to 2 a.m. tonight? What will I hear then?" Thanks for listening to my story. If you've ever experienced anything like this, let me know in the comments. And be sure to subscribe for more strange tales. Stay safe out there.